Okay, so let's talk about monofins and what to look for when you want to choose the best monofin for freediving. So we can look at the blade separately and the foot pocket. So if we talk about the blade, for freediving we want to have a soft blade, and our goal is not to be fast, is to be efficient with oxygen. So the blade should be soft, and it should have soft tip. So the soft tip allows for pretty effortless start of the kick, and then you want to choose a monofin with enough stiffness for your weight. So if you choose the stiffness of the blade, you want to choose it according to your size and weight. And still we will not want to go to the stiff blades, because we don't want the speed again, we want efficiency, and it's better actually to do a bit more kicks and spend less energy for those kicks. So it's not all about kicks and the speed in freediving, it's about how much oxygen we use to do those kicks and to swim this fast. So the blade will be bending more in the tip and less in the beginning of the blade, but it still should bend in the beginning of the blade, because otherwise if it's too stiff here in this part, then it'll be really hard to actually kick. So you can see we can separately bend the tip, and we can bend the beginning of the blade. So that's how freediving monofins should bend. Let's talk about the foot pockets. So the foot pockets, first of all, they should be comfortable. Again, we don't aim for speed, and we don't need super stiff foot pockets. So the rubber is usually soft. The rubber is soft, and we want to have also a little bit of bend in the foot pocket. So if the foot pocket is very stiff, then same way we don't allow our feet to help for our kicks. So if we have a little bit of flexibility in the foot pocket, it allows our feet to curve a bit more when we start the kick, and it also makes it more effortless. So the foot pocket should bend. It shouldn't bend too much. It should be pretty rigid, but not too much. And another important part in the foot pocket is arch support. So with arch support, your foot have a support which allows it to keep this curved shape easier, and it gives you less chances to have cramps, and it prevents the foot to be flat. So another important feature to look for is soft rubber on inside, because being a freediver, we spend more time with monofin, unless of course we are competitive freedivers, but usually we spend more time in open water, in the pool doing laps, and we want monofin to be comfortable, and you want to look for a soft rubber on inside, which will just make it more pleasant, and you'll be able to spend more time and do more swims with it. Sizing is important. There are several sizing options, and it can be sport fit, which is supposed to be really tight, and it gives you the best control over the blade because your feet is really compressed, and there is no looseness, there's just no space for foot to move anywhere. But with the sport fit, you can stay with the monofin only for 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum, and it's designed for performance. Then the standard fit is something more comfortable, and it allows you to stay with the monofin for half an hour, and there is a bit more space. The foot will still not move, of course, but then after half an hour your feet might get tired. And then comfortable fit allows you even more time, like 45 minutes plus. Still, it will be on the limit, like your feet will almost be moving in the foot pocket, but you don't want it to move, because if it moves, it can give you blisters. So with monofin, it's not the same as with normal shoes that we used for every day. Monofin, the goal for the foot pockets is to transfer energy to the blade, and if we have any looseness or space, then we will just have very poor transfer of energy, or we'll have blisters, because the surface of the blade is pretty large, and when we have this so much water pushing on the blade, that's a lot of force going, pushing and squeezing our feet. So don't look at the foot pockets of the monofin the same way you look at everyday shoes. It's very different.